Are we live? Are we dead?
And that's what I
Yes,
said.
and yes.
Hold on. Apparently
Are
there's
we
no
human?
audio
Are we
options
dead?
inside the game. Let me fix it right here.
That's weird.
And I said, Canadius, I never heard of yous. Okay. Oh, hello, chat.
Canadier, I don't even know her.
You get a penalty box.
That's right, I am exactly whatever it is that you just said.
Hello, everybody. I don't know what game
Hello.
this is. Only Miller recommended it.
Yes.
So he's the one to blame.
If you've played
Exactly.
Journey and you liked Journey, you'll like this game. It's Journey, but water instead of sand.
It's Journey, but with thalassophobia.
Ooh,
Yes,
pretty
that.
water.
Roshan Cookie, subscribe for 30 months.
30 months? That's a lot of months.
Ooh.
It's as many as 310s.
And that's terrible.
Somehow I'm getting raft vibes. Good thing I brought hot chocolate.
Yes,
Right.
that's the most important thing to have on a raft.
No, just when you're looking at a bunch of water.
Excuse
know-
me?
Ooh, pretty stars.
So, how you doing tonight, chat? You doing good?
Ding,
Hope
ding.
you doing good.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's not Final Fantasy 7.
No,
Game over.
I'm afraid it is not.
It's pretty much conditioned my brain when I see the stars falling like that. Final Fantasy 7.
Everything is Final Fantasy VII. Except
No.
for Final Fantasy VII. That's Final Fantasy VIII.
Finger says I've
Wow.
heard good things about this game as well.
I just listen. The game looks cool. I'm sure it is cool. The title just makes me want to do Achu and Gesundheit jokes all day long. I've already done one.
Oh,
Mhm.
man.
in
Better
the
with the
Discord
controller.
server.
Or
No, it looks good with a keyboard.
yeah, but it's controlling.
I don't know.
kinda
I've not
weird.
played it
seems
with
like
a controller.
You
It
haven't.
might be better with a controller.
Feels like
Your
it'd
call.
work better with dual control sticks. Let me see.
By all means, if you feel like that's what's going to be, sure.
Follow your heart, Rick.
But already looking at the way this game is playing right now, I got Echo the Dolphin vibes.
Some of
I
that.
can see that.
Uh,
Are you going to be swimming through rocks and cracks and you're going to get crushed as a dolphin or something? I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, good. It does auto adjust.
I remember playing Echo the Dolphin.
It
I
said
was
press A to boost.
yeah.
And use the boost to get through.
one of the things that made me sad about Echo the Dolphin. I was worried because you had to swim so deep under the water, underground. I was like, don't get lost. We're stuck underground.
Oh, it's okay, GC. He knows what he's doing. He's a professional dolphin.
Yay.
Oh, they're
Also-
default inverted? Why?
Because some people like inverted.
We're not piloting a plane here.
As far
Oh.
as you know.
As far as you know, Miller, yes, I talked to customers that will do that.
Okay, I press A and he goes and then stops.
Yeah, I think it's... Is it one of these things where you have to, like, spam press it and that's how you swim, or...
Man pressing it
There's
doesn't seem to help that much.
Does holding B make you go constant? Is it
And holding B
Mario
makes me
to-
do this.
okay?
It's a turn.
You know, in Mario 64, one button makes you go fast for a moment, the other one lets you just hold it to go continuously.
Okay, if I hold
Swim
right
with
trigger,
left stick.
he keeps going.
Swim with left stick, move camera with right stick, boost with A, communicate with X, dive with right trigger,
Okay.
left trigger to grab, and do a flip with B. Ah, yes, the most important button in any game. Do a flip.
I mean, that's the only thing that separates us from the animals.
Of course.
From the animals.
It's a fish.
It's a fish.
I don't even have animals as my name anymore. Why am I still making animals jokes?
No. Why are you making bat jokes?
Is it? That's not a relicanth, is it?
No.
That's just what a relicanth would say.
Yeah, there you go. That's a boost. Oh, right. Your flippers are your boost meter, because your flippers regenerate after a couple seconds. Again, because they were trying to do the journey thing with the scarf.
Sure, little companion dude.
Hello, Wheatley.
It's your weighted companion, dude.
It's your way to camera. Dude, camera.
Do camera page, normal swim pitch inverted. Let's see what that. Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay, we're flying an airplane, but we aren't ourselves an airplane.
Yes.
That's just what an airplane would say.
I was trying to play Majora's Mask on the Switch, and I don't remember it being this way, but apparently left and right aiming with the bow is normal, but up and down is inverted. And combining that with the natural lag of the emulation, and the N64 controller being much more differently designed than just about every other controller, and the Joy-Con's sensitivity and dead zone makes it very, very difficult to do like the shooting galleries.
The N64 was an unusual controller design, wasn't it?
Fox just says if only Jonas could join you guys and get a creep out by these fishes. Is Jonas uncomfortable with fish? Fishes?
Jonas, I think he plays it up a little bit. It's jellyfish in particular that he doesn't like. But again, I think he plays it up for the bit. I mean, he's not like Lovecraft. It's not a legitimate phobia. There are many other ways in which he's not like Lovecraft, too. For instance, he's not racist.
I was about to say, he doesn't have a cat.
For instance, he's half Chinese.
You know, that's very true.
Hawksbill sea turtle.
Jonas is a mix of two minorities that Lovecraft wasn't fond of.
N64 was designed for people with 3 hands. Yeah, I don't know why they thought that people would be cool with just swapping their hands back and forth all the time.
Well, let's be real. Most games for the N64 didn't use
The D-pad.
Yeah, like you would only use most
the middle
of
and
the
the
time.
left stick, and that was it.
Or the rare time when you would use one of the others, it would be just, literally the other way around.
Thinking back in the N64 PlayStation era, I always had a feeling that I wonder if there was some sort of debate between Nintendo and Sony regarding their controllers, like who was allowed to keep the traditional Super Nintendo controllers.
I think they were
custody.
going to debate that.
Yeah, I think it was just there was a convergence in design.
It was
Nintendo's original idea for the Nintendo 64 controller was they weren't sure that actually sharing a side with both the D-pad and the analog stick was going to be at all comfortable. So they just gave one...
Made something worse.
Yeah, they gave one stick... They gave one handhold to the analog stick and one handhold to the D-pad.
Yep.
It was a wild time, y'all.
I can't think of any games offhand that would use both the C-stick and the D-pad at the same time.
At the time, I remember that the Dual Shock.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think on any controller you can use the D-pad and the analog thumbstick at the same time, but the idea is having to move your whole hand versus just moving your thumb up and down.
I remember when Silent Hill came out for the PlayStation. That was one of the big pitches that at the time that they were trying to do with the Dual Shock controller, with the analog and the D-pad and the rumble pack. But I'm trying to think what other games they have for PlayStation that they were trying to throw in that kind of pitch on. But it was definitely Silent Hill back then. Make it scary.
Well, you're on Waterworld.
Yep.
With Kevin Costner.
Yeah, he's gonna show up any moment now.
As he so often does.
That was him in the shark costume.
Kevin Costner jump scare.
1 second. Why
I'm
has this been doing this lately?
I'm surprised
no.
Look, it's David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
For some reason, Thunderbird keeps minimizing my full screen programs now every time I get a message. I don't know why it does that now. They just decided to screw it up with the new update.
Well, isn't that the point of updates? You know, if something ain't broke, fix it till it is.
Like Stoker, we have to improve it. We must be cutting edge technology.
I do not know what this is, but sure.
Ooh.
This is pretty.
It reminds me of Triton's Throne from Little Mermaid. A little bit.
You know what? This reminds me of Soul Reaver, actually. As Yao.
Figure says, so I finally started playing a second generation Pokemon game for the first time, and let me tell you, and then transforms Rick into a ferret. Oh?
Well, wait, did you not start with Chindy?
Let's see.
Ferret has been carrying me.
It's
People sleep on Ferret
time
as an
to
actual Pokemon.
Yeet the ferret!
Didn't the ferret...
yes, he is normal type, but he has actually decent stats and a pretty good move list.
He has rollout, which just lets you win games.
Yes.
It's the win game, Bert.
Arcus Velas, I would prefer to sleep on Ferret.
Didn't Button Pass used to be very overpowered on first?
Hooray! Brought the life back. Doing the manta rays.
Fishy.
Fishy. Now I will make a suggestion here.
Yes.
Instead of just going straight through the door, try to go down near the bottom? Maybe not below the lagoon stuff. There should be a statue somewhere that you can sit on, and it'll allow you to sort of focus on the fish and just watch them swim about.
It's
I like how there's like the water under the water.
That's
That-
Lagoon.
That's a
beach
real
at
thing that
SpongeBob.
happens.
Yes.
Yep, there are waters under the waters, and presumably there could also be waters under the waters under the waters.
Yeah, it's because of the differing salt content. It actually causes the water to not mix together, and so you get these
Yeah.
differing levels. Oh, I just saw it. It's actually above you. It's
the
above the
briny
door.
deep.
There it is, like a shark man or something.
I wonder if there's waters under the waters under the waters under the waters.
Yes,
I wonder if
you
there's a
have
hole in the bottom of the sea.
Really, it's just turtles all the way down.
I do feel like I'm going forward rather quickly. I wonder if I'm missing anything.
Yeah, I'm reading the back. Apparently, one of the popular
That's a view button to
competitors.
meditate. That's a view button.
So there's just a meditate command in this game.
Oh, we're playing Stray now.
Oh, is it like one of the? Is it like select or something?
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Here,
Yeah.
fishy, 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 fishy.
So you're becoming Aquaman.
I was just thinking the same thing.
The thing I'm looking up says on the controller it's the back key. So yeah, I think
Here we
it's
go.
start or select or whatever. Yeah, there you
Here-
go.
Hey, Rick, I didn't know you were a fish bender.
Wait,
Just
so
your
you
fish.
literally have entered into the fish and are now the fish?
Yes.
You're definitely becoming Aquaman, yes.
Wow.
Giant Chevalier.
I think you can
West,
control them.
West's next polymorph is Jason Momoa. Just straight up
I
Jason
can-
Momoa. Excuse me.
See if you can get to one of the mantos.
Saw the mantis. I'm on the manta.
Don't die in fish form.
If you die as a fish, then you fish for real.
The fish has your brain. If somebody eats that, they got your brain, your powers.
Yeah, like that famous fish brains dish. Would be unfortunate if you were like in fish form and this were all meditative and relaxing, and you're just like, wow, this is so beautiful, and then the shark just goes, oh.
No, fish are peaceful.
Oh well, I don't think you're gonna be able to get it with the meditation. Maybe you can
Maybe
just
I
go
could-
grab onto the
Look, Rick
grab
just
onto the
wants to
manta
leave.
ray instead.
Rick just wants to leave his human body behind. Is that so much to ask?
Arcus Vela says, fish are friends, not food. What if both, though? Haven't you ever eaten your friends?
I've eaten my friends.
Yeah, see?
It's like, Jerry, you've got such good legs. Mind if I have a bite?
Oh, it's a majestic sea pancake.
And Jerry's like, sure, why not? I can't feel pain anyway.
Slap, slap.
And then
I
Jerry's
don't
like,
think they're
ah.
that big.
And Jerry's
I've
like,
petted
ah.
a ray before, but I guess it must have been a different one because it was only like a foot or two across.
Yeah, some of them are
tiny
huge.
ones. The ones that
There are
they have
tiny ones and there are
at
huge ones.
those aquariums where you pet them, those are the tiny ones.
Mm.
Yeah, they wouldn't keep the big ones because that's a lot more space needed to.
I mean,
dedicate
I've
to
seen
that.
some aquariums that have the big ones, but they are not petable.
Oh yeah, no, because they'd probably just eat you whole.
Ooh. We have a people wall.
We have a history.
Don't know much about history.
I like
Don't know
how
much trigonometry, EE.
I like how their ancient garb kind of resembles your swimsuit.
I was thinking that, yeah, is this one of those prophecy things, intentional or accidental?
I see. This is the 100% wall. Okay.
That's where
Did
all your
you-
Nautiluses are, I see.
Or how dare you eat your friends?
I just noticed that he's got like cat ear headlights.
Yep. And if you look at his eyes, they look like the OO eyes.
Fucking furries.
Oh shit, they do. Wow.
Oh, whoa, what's this? Is
What
this
is
a
it?
fishy?
He's a squirrel.
Oh,
Oh.
hey, there
Oh.
we go!
Oh great,
I
Oh.
needed that.
we're gonna play
Imagine if
Jaws.
you'd been a fish when that happened. Ah, hilarity.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I still have 2.
We're not going that way, right?
Oh, we're definitely going this way.
We're
Damn,
gonna fight
shark.
We're gonna fight Jaws already, I see.
No, clearly you gotta go down.
I don't like this.
I don't think you gotta go down.
Rick, go the
But
other
yeah,
way.
this is
So,
Chad, if you actually have thalassophobia, this game is going to trigger that. There are vast stretches of open sea where you will
so
see
when
nothing.
when do we meet Cthulhu?
I mean, it wasn't
You are
bad.
being suspiciously quiet after I said that, Miller.
We don't. There's no Cthulhu yet.
Yeah.
You don't know, do you, Miller?
Hey, that reminds me, have we ever talked about the bloop?
What?
The
bloop.
The what?
Do you not know about the bloop?
The submarine thing that they think is a whale, but oh, it's too big to be a whale.
Yeah, so, okay, here's the bloop, alright? I'm gonna go to the Wikipedia page for now. This was recorded in 1997 by the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Basically, it was an ultra-low frequency, high-amplitude underwater sound, and they do not know what created the sound.
Tectonic slippage.
They describe the sound as being consistent with noises generated via non-tectonic cryoseisms originating from glacial movements. That's what they think now. But before that, they thought the sound signature sounded like it might have come from an animal. But there was no known animal big enough to generate a sound of that magnitude. Like it was louder than a blue whale could produce. So now, again, they think it's something to do with glacial movements, but back then they thought this could be some unknown living creature.
Like the giant squid or something.
Yeah. But what was super funny about it was the coordinates were
Exactly where Cthulhu's house is supposed to be.
not exactly. It was off by a few degrees in both directions.
It was very close to Point Nemo, wasn't it?
I think so. It's let me see. It was
Oh, so we found Nemo.
It was approximately...
Point Nemo is a location in the sea that is the farthest from any landmass, and it's a specific location in the Southeast Pacific.
Yeah.
And every fucking conspiracy has said, oh, there's something secret there, just because it's the hardest place to check, because it's the farthest you can get from any landmass.
Hi, baby. But yeah, it's
Your feet.
when you write the numbers down, it looks like it's really close to where Lovecraft said that R'lyeh was. But in reality, it's about 1,000 miles from there.
Mm-hmm.
The coordinates, they estimate that the bloop happened were 50 south by 100 west. Whereas R'lyeh was 48 south by 123 west. So, again, in terms of written numbers, it looks pretty close. In actual distance, it ain't that it ain't that close. But
Bicolor parrotfish. I'm like looking some of these up as the names are coming up on screen, and yeah, these are all real fish, and they all are rendered immaculately.
There are just dozens of fish in this game, apparently.
Rick, can you get one of the dolphins?
I don't think it'll let me select the dolphins.
they're too intelligent for mind control.
Is that a blue tang?
Well, it's blue. That tang is blue.
Bannerfish.
How many
Man.
thousand?
Oh,
It
that's
is
dolphin.
Eh.
That's a common dolphin? I've never seen them have that kind of coloration before.
Well, they're not just flat gray.
Looks like an orca.
I was gonna say, how many millions of blue tangs and clownfish have been paired up in aquariums ever since Finding Nemo came out?
7.
Because it's like
7 million.
every mall I've ever been to that has an aquarium now, you just see like 3 clownfish and 2 blue tangs, and that's the only fish in there.
Movies.
Because they're like, well, we gotta have Dory and
Nemo.
what was his name? Martin? Marlin.
Man. The ocean is one of the prettiest little murder holes on the planet, isn't it?
That's why aquariums are so great. You get all the beauty and none of the danger.
If you know what you're doing.
That's what they want you to think.
Well, yes, if they take a good care of the fish and you know what you're doing.
Hang on. There
Some
was
fish you
something-
do not want to stick together in an aquarium.
There was
No.
something that
Like the
came
piranha.
up. There was something that came up in the most recent Penny meeting that's relevant to this conversation.
Not even necessarily piranha. We had, in the aquarium I had as a kid, we had a
It just bump
Beta
into that
fish.
coral, that's fine.
we had a beta fish that was... We had that because it specifically would eat scum off the tank and sort of keep it clean on its own. But it was an incredibly aggressive species, and it would just start, like, biting other fish that it was near. And so we had to get rid of it after, like, a week after it, like, ate one of the other fish's eyes.
Ew.
Yeah.
You know what you call a fish without eyes, right?
A fish.
A fish. But yeah, so the hidden dangers of aquariums. This came up during one of the Penny meetings.
Now watch out for those. What are they? Sea cucumbers?
They're little sea snakes.
Little sea snakes.
Sea snake. It's an underwater nope rope. Are there gonna be any eels in this? I like eels.
We saw some eels earlier, after the shark first showed up.
I missed them. I'm sure there'll be more eels.
Oh yeah. Just wait until we get to the later levels. We will be exploring all the levels of the ocean.
Do we meet Cthulhu?
Oh, there's no Cthulhu.
Ugh.
I see tunas. I see sea turtles.
As a child, I thought tunas and sardines were like the same size.
Oh my god, I was about to say the same thing. I thought tunas were like a foot long. It was not until I was like in my 20s that I realized tunas were like 600 pounds. Or 1,000 pounds. Like, they're huge.
Yeah, and the cans they're in the ocean are even bigger.
You expect a tuna to be like the same size as, you know,
There's the orcas.
a freshwater bass or something. Like, no, they're much bigger.
It just felt weird to me because, like, the main thing I knew tuna from was from, like, sushi and stuff. So I'm like, you have these little pieces of fish on rice, so it must come from a small fish. Because if it came from a big fish, you would just have a whole steak, right?
Turns out you can have a whole steak. It's just pretty dang expensive at that size.
Do you not see Disney's Pinocchio's Kid Miller too in that film were drawn big? I think I only saw Pinocchio on TV. Which means it was probably cut weird.
I just don't even remember Pinocchio.
I do not remember any tuna in that movie.
I remember the BRB.
Oh, we chaptered all those orca and then they disappeared.
I remember like the very beginning. I remember like the donkey scene, and I don't even remember how the movie ends.
I remember most of the movie. Let me see.
Yeah, no, I don't remember a lot of that movie.
The
I
scene
actually
where,
like the what I heard people talking about the not George R. R. Martin.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yes, thank you. The Guillermo del Toro one is that it's not real. It's not so much a story about Pinocchio. Guillermo del Toro's story is a story about Geppetto, which I thought was an interesting take.
I like how like half a dozen Pinocchio things came out in the past few years.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? There was Disney did the live action. Del Toro did his
Where the only thing of
motion.
note was the decently animated fox.
And then then Del Toro did his stop motion version, and then there was the Lies of P game.
You'd think that had just went into the public domain, but did that a while ago, so...
Guys, are you forgetting the most important character, Pinocchio, though? Figaro? Come on.
It was... Yeah, it was Winnie the Pooh that recently went into public domain-ish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And everything about that has been terrible.
Yes.
Yep. I mean, yeah, that's what you expect.
Everybody who's been doing a sincere take on Winnie the Pooh has just not had any advertisement for them whatsoever.
No, because they don't want to get C&D'd by Disney before they've finished. Because Disney will try to argue that their project could be like Disney's products, therefore it should be stopped. Whereas if they don't say anything until it's released, then they could point at it and be like, nope, it's nothing like Disney. Look, you can see exactly what it is. There's the blue Tang.
Blue Tang.
Tang was orange.
Bicolor parrotfish. Yep. Those parrotfish certainly have bicolors.
Ooh.
Barracuda.
Nobody wants severe adaptations. They want horror, which is funny because no one will be able to do horror better than the Winnie the Pooh baseball flash game inadvertently.
Orca.
Oh, they got a little baby calf with them too.
Alright, I'm back.
We are swimming with the orcas. There's a tiny orca with them.
Aw, he's a little baby orca.
Aww.
They're teaching him how to be an orca, how to swim, how to hunt, how to attack yachts.
How to throw seals above the water and bounce and play around with them while they are maimed and injured.
None of that's even jokes.
Nope.
Kibabu.
Orca juvenile. Orca West form when.
Listen, we can't make West every animal, except that we totally can.
This is literally what I told Rick would happen. Is like as soon as he started taking requests from chat, and it's like, yeah, I should do that. Literally every single time somebody mentions anything, they're gonna be like, oh, West form when. Audiences be insatiable.
I can't wait until we hit some sort of hard limit and we have to start voting off Rick forms to make way for new ones.
When would we reach the hard limit?
We're close to, well, not hard limit, but the limit where we need to make it a second message for how many forms there are. Right, 'cause it's 250 characters.
Potato West win. Yes.
Look, you already have onion. What more do you need?
Stallion
Apparently we need
form one.
potatoes.
Or shark.
Potato West would be a perfect game for this one, because this character's already a meditator.
Wes just wearing a sack that says potate on it.
Freedom Fighting form Rick or West.
Hey, when do we get the version of West that's just Sally Acorn?
Swordfish.
That.
Asking for a friend.
Well, if that's the case, Apex West form when?
No, Wes can't become foxes. It's part of the deal.
I'm just asking for a friend, by the way.
I keep waiting for this game to take a menacing turn.
Okay, chat tried Poo-tato, and it picked that up as pool toy.
You know
I
what?
mean,
Yeah.
this is also appropriate, so.
Yeah, pull toy is appropriate for this game.
It's surprised nobody's done Shark West yet.
It was mentioned at some point.
I was going to, but
there's a specific moment
Cool.
in the game where it will be relevant.
Didn't we already
Isn't it
pass
the
that?
part where the shark takes
Nope.
your left leg?
Nope. Oh god, it's the sunfish. Fucking hate sunfish. They're the most useless life form on the planet.
Well,
I
they break up your
know,
game.
isn't it great?
Also known as the Moa Moa.
they're the worst Kirby partner.
And now you guys are just being jerks.
Gormless incarnate, says chat, and I couldn't agree more.
I love them for exactly the same reasons that you hate them.
They supply 90% of the world's Gorm.
No, they consume it. They're gormless.
It's an eel man.
Looks
It's an
like.
eel Sona. Eel West when?
You okay there, Ray?
Picturing an eel, but with West's Roo head
I'm thinking, when I think
floating
of
on the
EOS,
side of the screen.
Oh, that is quite the image.
when I think of EO West, I think giant eyeballs, just for some reason. And he has a derpy face.
Oh, sweet mercy.
Going to the surface, and yep, it's still. Oh, there's a landmass over there.
Yeah, it's gonna stay underwater.
You know, this is a really good diving tech, considering it doesn't even need an air tank. An air tank? Dang, I got something in my throat.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you had like for a half hour of air in this guy.
Oh, this is definitely more than a half hour. You know what I'm going to headcanon this as? I don't know if this is the game's lore, but I'm just going to headcanon this as this is a level of science where they have figured out a way to make artificial gills, and it's just extracting the air from the water as if this person were a fish.
I mean, that
Actually-
technology's not too far off.
Yeah, exactly. I figure someone's going to figure out how to do it eventually, so...
And if I had to take a wild guess, it's in the flippers.
Air is stored in the flippers?
Yes, and it's somehow he can store it in his body somehow.
I believe air in the body is usually stored in the lungs.
I know, but somehow the flippers are sucking up all the air in the water, putting
Yeah,
it in
the
your lungs.
flippers. I think his point is the flippers are agitating the water, therefore they can collect the air from it.
Yes.
Nah, there's a reason.
Eel West is just an eel in a robot suit with arms.
See, but then it wouldn't be a West character, because, like, how would he have thick thighs?
You
You can't have a West character and
you
not
can give a
have
robot
thick
suit thick
thighs.
thighs.
You can. I dare say, in fact, that would be the first thing. Oh, is that a hammerhead statue? Yeah, I love it.
It's an eel, but it's just got conspicuous, like, muscly, thick thighs just coming out of it.
It's like the SpongeBob anchor arms, but it's anchor thighs.
Hey, who here remembers the extremely short-lived Ninja Turtles knockoff Street Sharks?
Yep.
Yeah, I do.
Street Sharks, Biker Mice from Mars,
Cowboys from New Mesa.
Yeah, Cowboys.
I knew all of those existed, but TMNT was the only one I ever watched.
I mean, TMNT was the only one with any longevity. It's kind of like all those 1,000,001 games that tried to rip off Sonic. Like, Arrow the Acrobat, and
Mhm.
Punky Skunk, and Bubsy.
You know which one should have survived, if only because its theme song was the best?
Which one? Are you about to bring up Extreme Dinosaurs?
No, I was gonna say Buck Bumble.
Buck Bumble? I don't remember that one.
Bickety Buck Bumble. Bump to the bump to the bump to the Bruce. Bump to the bump to the bump to the
Was
Bruce.
that an N64 game?
Yes.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm looking up Buck Bumble.
Gallop's
Just look at Buck
Hammerhead.
Bumble theme.
Release the
So
sharks.
good.
Wow, I do not have any recollection of this one at all. But the, as far as cartoons go, the Extreme Dinosaurs one did actually have a pretty good theme. I remember someone being like, I wish I had as much passion for anything as the singer of the Extreme Dinosaurs theme has for saying, Extreme Dinosaurs!
But the theme song is too good for the show.
Yeah, it happens.
I mean, Bucky O'Hare had a really
There was also Dino Saucers.
Oh, Bucky O'Hare. Oh yeah, Dino Saucers. Man, cartoons. They sure did.
Is that a manatee? Sorry.
It's a shame nobody makes cartoons anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm always we don't go back to making 80s intros anymore like they used to.
Well, I mean,
Pretty big manatees.
oh, the huge manatee.
Yep.
The way they used to do 80s cartoon intros was they would just they would pay a bunch of money comparatively to a Japanese studio to make a really badass intro. It was usually like TMS or whatever. And they'd get the animation back, and then they would spend like $2 on the animation for the rest of the season.
Yeah, because
Dragon.
the opening intro is going to play every time, and it's only like 30 seconds at most. So they could spend their budget on that one. It's like all those
Exactly.
animated commercials in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Man. Not gonna lie, the Dragon Ball Z opening was my favorite.
Manatees are precious. They're like floating balloons.
That intro was just so hype back then.
Dang. I'm really getting choked up over here.
I'm trying to make a chart right now, my top 10 favorite intros.
Man,
Haruki Bagami, you know the weirdest show I remember is Mystic Knights of Tir-na-nog.
Oh, yeah, that was a thing that existed at a point in time, wasn't it?
I
Never
know that
heard.
name. What was the...
Wasn't that one of those shows that was trying to cash in on Power Rangers?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what that.
It
that's what
was
this looks like.
It
I
was
still-
Power Rangers-esque in a way.
I still maintain that the weirdest, yes, we want that Power Rangers money show that was brought to the U.S. was Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Yes.
I remember that show. Also, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but did the Turtles and the Power Rangers have a feud or stuff like that back then?
Did they have a what?
There was
Feud.
an,
Feud.
Yeah,
there were a
was
few episodes where they crossed over.
What is this, a crossover episode?
Mystic Knights of Tir-na-nog reminded me more of like Ronin Warriors, I think.
Was that also a Japanese show that was just repurposed for American audiences? I'm gonna look into this.
Yeah, Ronin Warriors was just an anime.
Yeah, I remember Ronin Warriors. I remember kind of liking it back in the day, but Mystic Knights of Tir-na-nog.
These screenshots are great.
I remember really liking
Okay.
Shaolin Showdown.
Oh,
when I was
Shaolin
a kid.
Showdown was pretty fun. Okay, so Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog was an original
Nine
series.
fish.
It was not a repurposed Japanese series. It was their first attempt to do one on their own.
Yeah, and
Maybe
then they
that's why it
realized
was so
that
weird.
it probably actually cost money.
Yeah. But yeah, Shaolin Showdown was pretty good. I always liked that the most regularly recurring villain was voiced by Montana Max.
Speaking of, he was my he was my favorite villain back in Tiny Toons.
Oh, Montana Max is great. I will say this, I still haven't watched the new Tiny Toons, but I have seen a few clips of it, and the new Montana Max voice actor cannot hold a candle to him.
I know. I saw the clip. I saw the
Like-
his introduction.
Like, I understand those are big shoes to fill. Well, actually, they're kind of small shoes to fill, because Montana Max's VA was like 14 when they did the original Tiny Toons. He was the only member of the cast who was actually the same age as the character he was playing. But, like, he was just so freaking good at that.
He was annoying good, and that's what I loved about him.
Yeah, he was perfect. His voice was just tailor-made by the gods for that role.
You love to
And-
hate him.
It's just not. That's
It's not
of
the
all the
same.
characters they should not have recast. That's at the top of the list.
To be fair, I wonder. His voice probably couldn't do it anymore. To be honest.
I don't know. Like I said, he was Jack Spicer on Shaolin Showdown, and he was still kind of in that range of that Montana Max voice acting,
I have to
pitch,
check that out.
He was not that far off from it.
I have to
I
check
mean,
it out.
Jack Spicer was less manic than Montana Max, but he still had that kind of like rasp, and his voice was still kind of in the mid-high range, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Shaolin Showdown. I never watched that.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
It's a fun show, up to a point. I kind of lost interest after they introduced a new main antagonist. I think his name was Chase Young. I liked the original main antagonist better.
Uh, I did like its animation, but I just couldn't get grabbed into the story for some reason.
But King Kong cartoon where a kid fused with King Kong that was his brother, and also they just fused with a bunch of animals to make furry kaijus? What? I gotta look this up.
This still sounds similar to the Godzilla cartoon.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, this King Kong cartoon is from the 60s, so that's probably not it. Oh wow, it was Rankin Bass though, that's fun. Kong the Animated Series, maybe that's it. Let's see what this is. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one you're talking about in chat, Merkbat. Kong the Animated Series. When King Kong fell to his death from the Empire State Building upon being shot down by biplanes in 1933, a scientist named Dr. Lorna Jenkins took DNA samples from him, which she used to recreate a clone counterpart of the original Kong with the help of the DNA of her grandson Jason. Many years later, Dr. Lorna Jenkins sends an email to her grandson where he and his friend Eric Tannenbaum IV are invited to Kong's home on Kong Island. The island's called Skull Island.
No, it's Donkey
Their
Kong
lore.
Island.
No.
What they didn't know is that their university professor, Ramon de la Porta, had tampered with the email so that he got invited as well. Tampered with the email, yes, so he just, like, CC'd it? I don't know. Upon meeting the native girl Lua, this is a long synopsis, the group is taken to Dr. Lorna Jenkins' lab where Ramon's true colors are shown. Upon getting access to the Cyberlink technology, Ramon uses it to steal some of the primal stones in the plot to take over the world. Ugh, that's so Ramon. The primal stones were used to keep the fire demon named Kyros in his prison. There's a lot going on in this show. With the help of his cyberlink that can merge him with Kong, Jason and his friends must work to reclaim the primal stones from Della Porta and his followers while fighting off the forces of Kyros.
Whale shark.
That is
Well, yeah, you need
way
to have
too
them
much.
enough.
You can just turn anything into a cartoon, can't you?
Yeah, so...
I mean, yeah. They turned literally an asthmatic grandpa into a cartoon, and Tumblr got hot for him.
Wait, which one is this?
Have you not seen the asthma commercials with, like, the wolf grandpa?
Oh, right! It was more than Tumblr that got hot for him. I know several people who were all, like, all over that. Okay, I gotta look up some of these characters
Trying
now.
to think of what ridiculous
Brazilian
cartoons I
reef
remember.
triggerfish.
I gotta look
I mean,
up
there's
some of
the
these,
digital circus thing that came out recently, and people are already turning the bunny guy from that into a Tumblr sexy man.
Yeah, I like only just now heard about this, and already there's Rule 34 of it everywhere. Alright, I gotta see what some of these characters.
I'll
from
never
Kong the Animated
forget
Series
the
look
speed
like.
of artists when I think it was Zoroark was literally shown as a silhouette, like no details whatsoever, and people were already 34ing it. Like you had nothing to go off of, and people were already doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if there's a Kong the Animated Series wiki. Yep, there it is. Let's see what some of these characters look like. Like, we already know what Kong looks like. Let's see. Wow, there are not very many images on this wiki. I want to know what these guys look like. Some of these images aren't even related to the show. Wow, you know a TV series is like very obscure and has very little fandom for it when you can't even find exhaustive documentation on its wiki. This is the internet. There should be exhaustive documentation about everything that ever existed.
I do kind of judge. I see the depth and thoroughness of video games wiki as a better sign of how good it is than any
Save some
review
water.
score.
They pour
You
the
know,
water.
that is a perfectly valid metric to use.
It's like, wow, this game has a whole bunch of like abilities or whatever, and all of these pages are just totally blank. No one must like this game.
You know, what level of obsession does it inspire in its players? Merc that says, I remember in the My Little Pony fandom, one of the villains, Queen Chrysalis, had fan art before the episode ended. Yeah, but Queen Chrysalis also just, like, had a really rad design, okay? Let's be real. Her and the changelings in general were pretty good. As far as, you know, pony villains go.
An eel.
An eel where?
I think that's an eel.
Offer burnt sacrifices to the shark. Oh, no.
Hey, if we're underwater, how can we have a fire? I loved how they only brought that up in early episodes and then just forgot about it.
Mhm.
You don't want to play it up too much.
Mm-hmm.
Although the whole Goo Lagoon was fantastic.
God, how many seasons of SpongeBob are there now at this point?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna check that out now.
23, or was that Simpsons?
Dang it, I'm so used to typing Spangbab. Alright.
Simpsons is in its 32nd or 33rd season.
There are only 13 seasons of SpongeBob, apparently.
To
With a
me, there are
total-
only 3. The 3 before the movie.
Yeah. They're the only ones that matter, so.
And it's funny how, like, from a single, like, frame of animation, like, if I see it on TV, I can tell immediately whether this is a good episode or not.
Apparently Simpsons is at 35 seasons
35,
currently.
okay.
Good old
Akiro Kibagami says, okay, let's be fair, it's hard not to simp for the Swiss cheese succubus. By which they mean Chrysalis, and yes, that's totally fair.
The whale and the baby whale.
It's a whale. Is it blue whale or humpback whale? I forget.
I
think this is humpback.
Near big enough to be a blue whale.
But it's a whale and it's blue.
It's huge.
There's a blue whale.
No, I think they had it backwards.
No.
Is it?
Blue
Maybe that
whale's
is a
bigger.
blue whale. Which one has the mottled fins, though? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
The blue whale.
You're up to die.
Whatever. We can look at the names when we meditate.
You can't pet the whale.
Oh no.
Unfortunately.
But can you hug the whale?
I mean, depends on how you define hug, I suppose. Do your arms have to go all the way around?
No.
Then I suppose yes, on the technicality.
Okay, we've gone rather deep now. Just
Not a
following
fan
the
of how
whale.
dark this is getting.
Oh, there was fish and triangle?
You're dead.
Oh. Triangle bad.
Triangle bad, triangle bad.
Triangle bad.
Triangle zap you, and
Whenever you're whenever
Then
you're
you're- Dad. No, that doesn't work.
Triangle zap you and make us mad. You got
But you have like
volcanic vents.
infinite health, right? So you can get zapped as much as you please, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but they pushed you back, so. And you got whale falls too, but they're not getting swarmed by crabs and eels.
Oh, that's because there's nothing left at this point.
Are you kidding me? There's still bones left.
Okay, fine.
It's the one crabby crab.
Oh god, is there a spider crab?
No, the shell thing. The flat.
Oh, the... No.
Spider crab.
Was that a
spider
school of anglerfish? I don't know
That's
if
how
they
they work, right?
I don't think anglerfish school.
crab? They're dropouts.
They're home.
Jonas drew me as an anglerfish once.
Oh
That's it.
no.
Whoa. What was your bobber thing?
It was basically the idea he had was he called them
here's
wrong.
the anglerfish.
Oh, there
He
they
called
are.
them wrong species.
Disgusting.
I love them. He called them
They're awful.
wrong species icons, where he would just draw you as the wrong species, and I requested anglerfish specifically. And this is the result. I'm going to post it in the server first, and then I will share it with the chat.
Do you know that every anglerfish you've ever seen is female?
Yes, I know.
Because
which
the
raises a
hongler
lot
of
of
the Skrongle-
questions. Raises a lot of questions about Stoker the anglerfish. Isn't it good?
I love the little glasses.
Yeah, of course. How else can he see?
Yeah, the male anglerfish are literally just a pair of testes that can swim. They can't even eat.
Yeah,
They are
they just
born,
attach
and then they have to
themselves the
immediately
female's
copulate.
body. Yep, and become
What?
a part of her forever.
You
Yes.
do you want to know my opinion of the angler stoker?
Yes,
Dracula stoker. Or Dracula anglefish.
I mean basically.
Well, my son, it's been a fishy long time. I just picture him using the Symphony of the Night voice. Have you forgotten what they did to your mother?
Man, I forgot how much I love this icon. I should bring this back at some point, and then just not explain why.
Terrace.
How old is this? Oh my gosh, this icon is 10 years old.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the icon is so old.
The fact you're saying ladies in it makes me feel like it's younger than that. I think it was like 2 or 3 years old.
Right.
There it is.
The other generator.
Gaboom.
So this is definitely Fem Stoker, right? Asks Boxer. Yes, this is Fem Stoker. It's canon. I'm sure Miller would like to shoot it with a cannon.
What do you say, Billy?
Shark.
Cannon?
Shark again. What did we say his name was?
Bruce?
No. We had an actor's name for him.
Willis? Kevin Costner?
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner.
That's it. It's like, why do I keep wanting to say Kevin Bacon? That's not right.
Why not?
He's close enough.
Squid.
Oh, it's a squid.
Oh, it's that
Squid.
thing in the Japanese lunchboxes.
Love cephalopods.
Oh, the little hot dog squids?
The octopus might be my favorite undersea creature of them all. Just want to hug one and be hugged back.
Goblin shark.
Oh, those are also great. They're like xenomorph sharks.
You got some trilobites?
It's the little Dumbo octopus.
Yes.
Oh, I love these little
The ones
guys.
with the little ears.
Yes. Do a little dance.
Oh, crab.
Oh, hello, crab friend. Man, the ocean
that
is
makes
just
it
full of
great.
friends.
It's like that Simpsons meme where you're looking at the Dumbo fish, and you're like, aw, and then the crab comes along and you shove
Oh,
it
there was
out
the
of
statue
way.
right there. The meditation statue is just behind you. When do we get to see the true greatest being, the blobfish?
Blobfish.
The thing is if you encounter a blobfish at these depths, it would just
Blobfish?
look like If we encounter a blobfish at these depths, it would just look like a normal fish.
I like their little snoots.
It only
these guys are
blobs
pretty
when you
cute, too.
decompress it extremely quickly and you make its internal organs rupture.
Yeah, you decompress it really
Fish.
quickly and bring it up to the surface, and then it becomes a dead ringer for Ted Cruz.
Goblin shark.
Look at them. Look at them with their noses.
That
Wriggly,
nosy.
ronkly noses. Ooh.
Humboldt squid.
Seizure warning.
Very shiny. Yes, seizure warning.
Humboldt squid's bioluminescent. Or
That'd
is
be
that just a weird
whalefish.
lighting thing?
Shiny.
Man, there's just so much fish and shit. You ever think about that?
The
Just
review
like,
of
damn, so much
Abzû.
fish
So
and
much
shit.
fish and shit. Entered fish.
You know, I would totally make that my review.
Okay, those ones are definitely bioluminescent.
Hagfish.
Tiny. Well, they're either disgusting tiny eels or they're very big worms.
Do not understand the controls for this. Blobfish. Yeah, that's what a blobfish
Hey.
normally looks like.
Oh, well, there you go. They kind of have a very vacant expression, don't they?
Yeah,
There is nothing going on behind those eyes. You zoom
I mean,
into their
it's a
skulls, you will
fish.
hear elevator music.
press down all the way over this way.
I like that they probably included the blobfish there, not because there's anything of particular note to see with them, but just because people know of them.
Viperfish. I recall those being pretty neat looking. Let me look them up again real quick. Oh yeah, I love these guys.
I mean, they look like they have like the face of a lanternfish, but then like a normal fish body instead of being truncated.
Look at their teeth. Excuse me. I may not always, I may not have a typical reaction to some of these things.
Yeah, you think.
You don't say.
I may be on a slightly different wavelength.
Jeez.
Oh, something just exploded.
It was a transformer. I don't know. Shark is caught.
Oh no, shark friend!
You're gonna save him?
Kevin
Hug
Costner,
the
no!
shark.
We have
Hug
to rescue
the
him.
shark. Hug the shark.
Oh wow, we're strong.
Well, we are becoming Aquaman. Hey, thanks, buddy.
Oh look, sharks are smooth.
Okay. Now is the time to turn you into a shark. Because now the shark is our friend.
Spraying the shark only encourages me.
You fools! You're only making him stronger.
Oh, now what is that?
Ooh, the whale.
But what kind of?
Going even deeper, there's a giant squid down there.
Oh, that's a sperm whale with the big noses.
Ah, good. They did sharkify Rick.
I sharkified Rick.
Well, you're among the they.
Yeah, that's true.
You are a component of the they, a constituent.
Giant
Oh, yeah.
squid.
Oh, you never seen that before, Murkbot? You never seen Shark West before? Okay.
Just going down, 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 down.
Ray, you doing okay over there?
Sorry, I got caught up in the Sharks Are Smooth repost.
There really is nothing
Nautilus.
nothing quite like being deliberately wrong on the internet to bait people. Oh, hey, it's a Jonas,
Moon jellyfish.
a Jonas thing that he enjoys. But there really is nothing
Bloodfish.
quite like baiting people on the internet with deliberately wrong posts who just have to have their last word, just have to be right.
Black scabbard fish. These are the friends of Ursula, right?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Flotsam and Jetsam.
Yes.
Flotsam and Jetsam. I felt so bad when she blew them up.
I like those two.
Probably not half as bad as they felt being blown up, but
Giant squid.
Yeah, for me, this isn't bad. It's when you have just a vast expanse of dark blue and you can't see anything below you. Whereas when you're down here and, oh, look, there's all the stuff. It's
Hatchet
not.
fish.
I think that's intentional with this game. I think there are a couple moments where it intentionally tries to make you feel isolated and trigger thalassophobia. But I think a lot of the time they intentionally try to make sure that you're like in a pocket of ground and you have things within like 100 feet of you in every direction.
Guys are shiny.
Are they shiny or glowy?
Both?
Have we seen a pufferfish yet?
Those would be way up in the higher.
I don't think we have yet.
Pufferfish is like coastal, isn't it?
I think that Black Scabbard just ate something.
Yeah. Noticed it a couple times. Some of the predators just eat fish.
Predators gotta do what the predators gotta do.
Jetfish. Gotta be disappointing to be a Humboldt
All the way
squid
back.
at this layer. You're just like, man, I can never measure up to that giant guy. I'm never gonna be anything. I'm just gonna be a little 2-foot squid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm zooming all the way back to the top. That's not what I'm doing when I'm pressing down.
There's a Nautilus right there.
Ah, get that. Oh,
Trying to get
Oh,
to the
whale.
whale.
whales are coming through. Sperm whale.
Chat says give it a couple centuries and that squid will be playing paint gun games.
That's right. That's how it works.
Eat. Witness predation while meditating.
Nice.
Ooh. I like that sound just now.
It's a water phone, I think. Which appropriate for this game. Alright, this place has been so nice to be dark and gloomy and stuff, but let's try to revive it a little bit. Alright. So far we've awoken manta rays and then orca whales. What's this one gonna be? Any guesses?
Cthulhu.
Dolphin?
We're in deep sea. Kraken.
The legendary crack.
More giant squids.
Gianter squid.
Long
Giant squid 2.
Squidity.
The squidening.
Squid harder. Live free or squid hard. Live free or squid ward.
God, why has nobody made a video essay on SpongeBob with that title?
You know what? It's just too good. How can the essay actually live up to that title?
Chess says, "Oi, mate, it's a big fucking squid right there, that is."
Another statue anywhere in here? Could swim straight up. For about 20 minutes, I'm sure.
Ch-ch-ch. Ch-ch-ch.
Wait a minute, Jason doesn't live. Oh, wait, she does. Grandpa's Lake, where are
Triangle
you?
evil. Triangle bad.
That's the twist at the end. We swim the Crystal Lake.
Trying to avoid.
Go around.
And then go into the giant triangle, which is also bad. Which reminds me of Echo the Dolphin now.
You going to an alien spaceship now?
Yeah. Swam around with sea friends, and now we're going into an alien spaceship.
Kibagami says, release the Quacken. Quack. Quack.
Quack.
This reminds me of Tunic.
Oh. Our drone friends are being made here?
And the Aperture Science personality course.
Good old Metroid droid doors.
I don't have to shoot them, though.
Yeah, because they don't have the glowing outline.
Ah, okay.
When I first saw the Metro Doors, I had a similar vibe, but at the time I didn't know that the game was actually above ground. You could have easily mistaken it as underwater because of the way the doors are shaped.
Orb. Orb.
You're going to morph them out now.
I'm sure that means something. Fishy, fishy.
Hurt those fish?
Robofish. They count. They're swimming around like fish.
Just like what a fish does. I think the axle is fishy.
Correct your orientation.
Blah 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 blah.
Check your orientation before you wreck your orientation. Ah, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Now you're in a minefield.
That's fine.
Not at all, just taunting you.
Yeah.
Any one of us could blow at any time, they're saying.
Ow.
Don't.
Ow.
No, you're getting chained.
And you survived, okay?
Just need to get blasted full.
Exactly.
Fine.
The shark is going to. Oh no!
Shark's attacking it.
Ow.
And now he's dead.
And you're... Oh god. Your
On fire.
skin has fallen off.
It happens to the best of us.
Shark, I trusted you.
It's fine.
So, yes, Kuragami, you did call it. You are a robot. You're a robot with a soul, or something. That is why...
Robot with
There
a
was-
shiny weak point in the middle.
That is why there's no breathing device in the fins. You don't need a breathing device.
Sharky!
Shark did.
Time for sushi.
Well, waste not, want not.
It can't be
Nope.
sushi at this point. It's cooked.
Who wants shark fin soup?
Actually, get out of the water. This game has walking physics.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
Turtle.
Turtle.
and a
And
frog.
frog.
And a salamander.
Frog.
No.
You pet the turtle.
Doesn't look like it.
No.
0 out of 10.
Yeah, that's harsh.
Ooh.
Give me 1 second. I need to get some water. I know, I have a lot of water around me, but, you know, water everywhere.
But
Not
it's all
enough to
salt
drink.
water.
Rick, don't! What does it matter? We're all doomed!
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
That was a
Tears
Tomb
of the
Raider
Kingdom
battle.
dive.
Reminded me more of a Tomb Raider.
Anomalocaris. Helicoprion.
Bass's fun fact, did you know sharks, evolutionarily speaking, are older than Saturn's rings?
They don't
Oh.
look it.
I didn't know Saturn's rings were that young.
They don't look it.
They really don't.
Think about that one cave in the Appalachian Mountains that I saw a whole post about where they were like, yeah, this cave is older than bones.
I mean, that's possible.
Not improbable either.
You'd be talking about like 2 billion years old or something.
The Appalachian Mountains are like 4 billion years old, aren't they?
Oh, they've been around since
Something
the
like
Earth
that.
formed? Huh.
They are some of the oldest mountains on Earth, yeah.
Yeah, because I know the sharks are like 350 million, 400 million years old, and they've just been at like an evolutionary standstill. Because evolution is just like, I don't know what to do now. Everything's perfect.
Become crab, baby.
Yeah.
Little shark crab.
There's the pedestal.
Amelarchus. I know that's like an ancient fish species.
Dictonic.
Tiktaalik. was a fish from 375 million years
Look
ago.
at these guys.
That's just a dinosaur.
Yeah, that's just a dinosaur.
Is it? I like Corkinops.
I like Corkinops. Yeah.
Dolly.
Dino penguin. Oh, that was...
Yeah, so these are all extinct species that have been like. I mean, they're in this environment.
Gar.
I guess they've
That's
been.
not an extinct one.
No,
It's
well,
just a
then.
gar.
Okay, some of them are extinct species. This is clearly some kind of aquarium where they've been maintained. Sorry. I'm looking at the page for Anomalocaris, which is that weird thing that looks like it has two mandibles at the front that are curled really seriously. It's like a big shrimp or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anomalocaris, otherwise known as the unlike other shrimp or abnormal shrimp, is an extinct genus of Radiodont. The genus is called Radiodont. It's like, what are we supposed to do if Black Forest theory holds true? Radiodont.
Kurokupagami. I like how it's basically just called weird ass shrimp.
Giant sea turtle.
Chunka, 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 chunka. Going up. Now I'm in Atlantis.
Yeah, but like the fun Atlantis. There's birds down here.
Birds? This game's not about birds.
Ah, now you figured out why I suggested it.
Whee!
Plonk. Oh, that's a plesiosaur.
These are. Dacosaurus.
Ancient crocodiles, I think.
And this also reminds me of Echo the Dolphin. Do you also like go back in time in the sequel?
I couldn't tell you. I've never played an Echo game.
Yeah, there's a lot of time travel in the sequel. You go to the past and the future.
Hostus?
Elazosaur.
Look at that long neck. That long neck's so sturdy.
Why such a long neck? Why do
Why
you need that
such a
long of a
long
neck?
neck?
You're not a giraffe.
Save some neck for the rest of us.
Maybe it is. Maybe it eats from trees.
Take that log.
Just doesn't want to get out of the bath.
Gonna
Yum num.
Chop.
Moist giraffe.
dino fish.
Yeah.
I have to zoom all the way across the thing. There's plenty of fish in the in between. Really interested in showing me a couple of them. Gyarados. Need to ride it.
Do it.
I do love how they've animated how much it leads its turns with its neck.
Yeah.
I like those dolphin drawings on the wall. Really big eyes.
Well, those are, there's a fish that's going around here. You can see it's got big yellow eyes.
Just reminds me
those
of
fish.
like
Yeah.
those like
Which ones are those? I don't think I saw
of the
them.
rats.
Can I ride those fish? Might be too small.
You can catch them.
Yeah, that's the ichthyosaur.
See, those just remind me of the eyes from Subnautica.
Now they're following me.
Do it, Rick.
They've impressioned on you. Or yes, Nick, the peepers, that's what they were called. More up.
Jeez. Big door. I'm using just now.
Bottlenose dolphins?
No, these are ichthyosaurs.
Oh, okay.
Now we're in a church for some reason. Now it's Atlantis. Okay.
Just in case you weren't clear, this is this is Atlantis.
I don't know, Miller. Looks like Italian to me.
A lot of fish.
Just like the Italians. No.
Fish, 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 fish.
Yeah, fish.
Open sesame.
It's a big spirit pool.
Excuse me.
Go into the glittery water.
Ooh.
Oh. Shark friend!
He's alive!
And it's a ghost.
It looks like he's a ghost form now.
Yeah, you got those scratches on him, see? Oh, wait, never mind. Spoke too soon.
Is this going to be another one of those games where it was all a metaphor for dying?
Life takes.
I'm pretty sure the metaphor here is save the ocean.
See, I thought the metaphor was capitalism.
Hit a rock.
Ready for? Okay, Rick. You're rocking life. Yeah, rocking the afterlife.
Unusually bright for water. Aha.
Yeah!
You can't hurt me,
We have
Bomb.
shark power. I guess.
Something like that.
Don't diss the shark powers, Rick. dirty. Ah, everything's growing. More water too.
Hooray!
Sea levels are rising. Ah.
Wait, is that bad or good? I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure that's bad.
But the music says it's good.
Don't listen to music, Rick.
How do I do this? Like, okay, I can't help it.
You know,
They
I love
can.
that we did
That's-
end up befriending the shark.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, all those small fish dolphin jumping's a little weird. Chat's making like prophetic proclamations about you bringing together shark kind and ruining the world so that they may be the true rulers.
All fish, your only weakness.
I don't know how doing any of this affects my final score.
Sure. Oh, where are you going?
I have no idea. Where am I?
Oh no. Oh no. We went very far backwards. There, your camera's like outside the map.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say the game phone.
Uh-oh. Oh no!
I go to main menu and then try again. Where were we?
Uh,
At the
Back at this
beginning of this
place?
area? Okay.
yeah, I think so. Man, semi-scripted sequences are very hard in video games. The player does one thing you don't expect them to.
Oh, we just didn't get that better one.
Missed.
You missed that one. Try another.
You get an achievement for leaping from the water.
There we go. Right, this time just hold forward. This is very Aquaman. I have summoned my army of fish to fight evil triangle.
There really is no more evil shape.
It's true.
See, I always I was thinking of Destiny 2. Circle equals good, triangle equals bad.
Wasn't there another recent game where there's a giant conspicuous orb as part of it? Like, it wasn't just Destiny, another game did that too.
Yeah, it was orb game.
It was the cover of the cover of a Lord of the Rings book where Saruman was pondering his orb.
You have defeated the evil triangle.
Hooray! Yeah. Life flourishes again in the sea.
Spontaneously, even.
You've done it. You've solved pollution.
You are the Captain Planet. You are here. You're going to take pollution down to 0. Oh, that, yeah.
Reflection. Complete the adventure.
A giant squid created this game?
Or Lucky D. Fox.
Well, they are very smart, so.
That's true, and man, can they type.
Can they ever type?
All right.
Well, what you think, Rick?
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
This is
Pretty
a
much sums it
very
up.
pretty game.
Very pretty.
Swim around with Shark Friend. I think he came back to life now.
I think that's also what happened.
You came back right to enjoy your shark adventures.
Controlling from this orientation is weird.
The Nashville Scoring Orchestra. Huh.
Elizabeth Bass.
Lizard
Haha.
roll.
Get it? 'Cause fish.
Yes. Fish.
Text derived from the first tablet of the Enuma Elish. Okay. I don't know enough to know if that's made up or not.
Enuma Elish is the Babylonian creation myth.
Oh yeah, I remember that. We covered it in one of my college classes. It has like Tiamat and shit in it.
Sophia Eddy. You know, like water.
Eddie Spaghetti.
Hmm. Made in Unreal and Woo-Wise.
Probably made of mozzarella.
Giant squid.
Giant
Giant
squid.
Giant
knew a
squid
giant-
wet swim. You have
Like, yeah,
8
that was-
eyes.
Awesome.
Oh, that was an adventure. Under
Pretty
the
cool.
sea.
It was.
Yay. Would you be surprised to know that the people who made Abzû were almost exactly the same people who made Journey, just in a different company?
Interesting.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We will get around to playing Under One Sky on stream at some point, but is this weird scheduling stuff? We want to make sure Jonas can be here to enjoy it as well.
Yee. Do we have anybody to raid?
Do we? I don't know. Do we?
And that. Not that I can see tonight.
I see a sloosh.
Shall we slush it up?
Loosh.
Slush it is.
Go Ray Slush. Tell them they're great.
And
night, everyone.
Have a good
Have a
night.
good night, everybody.
Like I said,
Good night,
again,
everybody.
bye-bye. Nighty night.